Well, I'm here today again with Mr. Tallfeather, and we have some Indian pottery today. This pottery itself comes from northern Georgia, probably Cherokee in origin. What can you tell us about the Indian pottery, Mr. Tallfeather?
Well, the Indian pottery is much different than pottery today. Pottery today has been fired in such a way as that it can be reused again. Actually, it makes it into a ceramic. These pots are not ceramic pots, they're clay pots made from river clay. And as you see some little white dots in this pot, here along the edge you can see, the Indians learned that by taking mussel shell and grinding it up into powder or little flakes, and also taking limestone and heating it and causing it to come out in little flakes and pieces, they'd mix that with their clay, and when they fired it, it would temper the clay and make it bond together and hold together much better, made a stronger pot. The archaic Indians didn't shell temper their pottery, and thus it didn't last long. It's hard to find an archaic pot in one piece, but the Woodland Indians and the Mississippian Indians learned how to make pottery, and by tempering it with shell, that it would hold up much longer. And also, if you notice how thin this pottery is, because of tempering it with the shell or the limestone, they could make a much thinner pot that would hold up. Also, this pot was made to hang. If you notice, the bottom is completely round on this pot. It won't sit up flat. It wants to roll over, and you see the little handles where they probably had a grass, a little handle on it that they would weave together, or maybe even a leather handle. And then this pot right here has some really nice decorations. You see the little knobs on the side, not necessarily utilitarian, but just a little bit of fancy work on their pot. Now this pot, as you can see, does have a flat bottom. Was made to sit, to either eat out of or something like that. This pot probably was a storage pot of some kind.
Well, we certainly want to thank Mr. Tallfeather today for informing us about Indian pottery.